Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're redoing our longer reading March 17th through the 31st for Leos. Hello Leos, how are you? Hope all is well with my Leos. So since this is the longer reading, I use 3 decks. I use my Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards. That kind of gives us the main message. Then I go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. That fills in those gaps, and then I finish up with my Osho Zen Tarot cards for any advice. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused each deck with Reiki energy, and this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. So, what's going on? We have Mercury in retrograde until the 28th. Okay, I don't know how much that's really affecting you right now, Leos. I hope it's not so bad. But if those people from the past are coming in, okay, why are they coming in? Was there unfinished business? Are they just being a nuisance? Maybe. Was it so that you can see what you left behind, both good or bad? Maybe. Maybe it's to help you keep going forward. So that's one thing. Uranus, again, we've talked about that going into Taurus. This is going to be career time for you. And you probably, what you're doing now, it's probably not what you're going to be doing in a year. This is going to actually be until 2024. I thought it was 2028, but I was wrong, so I think it's 2024. Could be 2026, but whatever it is, it's going to be here for a while. And it is in your career sector. So, big changes. Now, March 20th. Wonderful day, March 20th. Full of energy. Yes, so one thing is full moon in Libra, super moon. That's wild. 3 super moons in a row. This is very strong energy, and it's Libra. Libra loves balance. Libra loves harmony, okay? Libra wants justice too, okay? So this is one of the things that Libra loves. Now with that Uranus thing, expect the unexpected, even though it is in your job sector, and so expect the unexpected with that too. But what can happen with that is that sometimes, even though it's not necessarily what Uranus wants, it's just kind of that energy, sometimes there can be people or things that can be not harmonious, can be the opposite. Instead of being balanced, they can be totally unbalanced, which is kind of scary, okay? That can happen. So, but for the most part, that does not make Libra happy, and Libra will try to suppress that. Okay, so just be aware of that. The other thing we have is we have the March equinox. Equinox means equal light, equal dark. Okay, now what that means is that, in the northern hemisphere, the darkness is going more towards light, so we're going into spring and summer. In the southern hemisphere, light is going more into dark, so we are going into the fall and winter, okay? But it does equal itself out. But that's on the 20th, so that also is energy changing too. Then we also have Aries. The season of Aries start, but it doesn't just start with Aries. It's the new astrological year, okay? So there's a whole lot of energy going on the 20th. So get it all out there. Remember, this is not, when I'm saying, this is to respect that all of this stuff, this was created by something much bigger than us. Whether you call it your divine higher power, whether you call it coming from the angels, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, whoever this is bigger than us. It was created by something much bigger than us. So go on out there and put it out there. This is like in our world, this is like New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. So this is the time you can set your intentions. You can set your goals, you can put whatever it is out there to be, you can get rid of, you can receive. Very strong, okay? So now, let us go in and see what's going on for Leos. So we'll shuffle the cards and see what's happening for our Leos. The March 17th, 16th, 15th, 16th, 17th through the 31st. Okay, so let's see. What's going on for our Leos? Again, this is the Doreen Virtue. This gives us our main message. Okay, we're going to cut the cards. And remember, Aries also is a fire sign. And you know fire. Fire, you know, this has been a real strong message for me today, is that fire can just destroy everything, both good or bad. So if you have if you had a house fire, it can destroy, everything can be gone, and good and bad memories with that. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have 3 cards down, and the first card comes up that it's the Knight of Earth. Earth is our Capricorn, our Taurus, and our Virgo energy. It's what we feel, our money. I don't mean what we feel like in emotions. It's like ground we can actually feel. It's our money, it's our security, it's our home. So here we have the Page of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. A lot of these are your attributes, Leo. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitment, a guardian angel. You have a divine presence around you. You do have it. You may not feel it, but you do have it. You need to be the one. If you're not feeling it, it's because you're not necessarily communicating with it. You have to say, please, guardian angel, please, angel of mine, angel assigned to me. There may be more, okay? But you have to say you have to reach out, okay? And you have to activate it. Activate the angel, okay? But it's also saying that this is going to be a time for you. This end of this month is going to be a time that's going to be, and I feel it's more work-related. I do feel it's more work-related, where it's like you are, it's almost, I'm feeling like, I'm hearing, it's like you've got your Google Calendar or whatever electronic calendar out, and you're like putting in, okay, from 9 to 10 I got this, 10 to 11 I got this. I feel like you need to have your calendar ready to write it all down, because it's going to be a busy time and you need something to keep you on track, okay? Now let's see what this next card says. This next card is the Two of Air. Air is, of course, our Libra, this Libra moon. It is our Gemini. It is our Aquarius energy. It's the thoughts. It's what goes through the air. It's what the Wi-Fi, the radio waves. You may be picking up other people's thoughts with this time. This is what, you can basically pick up, when somebody's happy for you. Well, that's kind of, the emotional side is kind of more your water signs, but this is like, it just hits you, and you being, the fact that you're here watching me means that you do know that there is more going on that meets the eye. You probably are, you might have that thought and go, I wonder where that thought came from, okay? So this is being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. With this, though, being that this is the Two of Air, we have the Knight of Earth saying, hey, you got to put all this stuff together. And then we have the Two of Air just following it up. Oh, everything's fine. No, it's like you're not necessarily dealing with the reality of the situation. So it could be that you haven't paid your bill. It could be something like that. It could be you don't have the money to pay your bill. So instead of getting on the phone and talking about that or seeing where you can get your money by selling something, you're just kind of ignoring it. But it could be that you actually have more options and you just don't want to deal with that. Sometimes it's like I'm feeling like that there's some Leos that are just going to be overwhelmed with their potential for opportunities. Okay, so let's see what this last card says. Okay, let's see what you say now. This one is the Seven of Water. So we're talking about water. Scorpio, Pisces, we're leaving Pisces, and Cancer energy, emotional energy. And this is, again, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So we have the Two of Air. We have air energy saying, hey, make a decision. We have this water energy saying, hey, make a decision. No, I don't. And then, the fire energy is saying, I don't wanna. And they're saying, no, you got to make a decision. Because, you know, where it says pretending there's no problem, I don't think that that's per se what the issue is, except the problem is that you don't necessarily want to make that decision. I feel that that decision goes back to the earth energy that you have, that it's time to get things done and it's time for you to honor your commitments, but it's also that you have that guardian angel watching over you. So it's like this time of, which is really kind of hard for my Leos. Well, you go back and forth with this, but it's like a time of indecision for you. And it could be, you know, it's like that thing, do I stay or do I go? That commercial, that song, do I stay or do I go? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. I don't want to make a decision. What if I make the wrong decision? The thing is, what you're making, okay, if this is about a job, let me tell you, before 2024, you're going to have a lot more things that you've done than just this. This is just this is like to wet your whistle a little bit, okay? So people might, you know, this is hard. It's like, do I leave my present job to go to this next job? I don't know. I can't tell you to do it or to not do it, but this is what this decision is. It's like, oh, I've been making applications and I've been applying and I've been interviewing. Oh my gosh, saying they want to hire me? No, I just like this other piece. I like this other piece. I like this interviewing. I like this application. I like this. I don't want to make a decision about it. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. These last two weeks that's what that's going to be like for you, okay? But let's get a little more clarity. Let's go and ask the John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I always get those a little mixed up when I try to say it. So can you talk to us a little bit more about this decision for our Leos? It's because the decision may be a really great opportunity in the long run, but right now the money may not be there. It may be that right now it appears to be the money's there, but you can't be sure of the longevity of the company. So I think that you're going to kind of go a little, you can make yourself a little insane by weighing so much. The thing is, remember that the Libra energy wants things to be balanced out for you. And I would not necessarily, if you are really in a lot of turmoil about making this decision, wait until the 29th when Mercury goes direct, okay? That might help you a little bit more with your decision. Okay, so we've got two cards we've got actually three cards that popped out. And the first card, they're all down, so I do not know what they say. The first card is positive movement forward. So that's on the Knight of Earth, where it's saying to buckle down and to honor your commitments, and you've got the guardian angel. This is saying, you know, it's that paralysis by analysis. No, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Move forward. And did I tell you that you need to move forward? Okay. Now, this next card, again, this one's on the Two of Air, which is that decision-making thing. The next card is heartache and loss. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard for you because you're thinking, if I do this, I'm giving that up. Yeah, that happens when it's a new job. Now, if this is a relationship and you're like, well, if I go forward with this, I'm giving up this. Well, this could be a relationship. In fact, yeah, the more I even think about it, the more it's kind of coming that this could be a relationship that you're having a hard time making a decision about, because jobs are going to be coming to you. Jobs are coming to you. But it could be about a relationship that you really, you know, it's like, well, if I leave this relationship, what does that do to me? Now, it could be a marriage, and it could be then you're thinking about community property, you're thinking of splitting assets, you know, you're thinking my life will change, you know, do I really want that? Maybe it's not necessarily the person that you want, but you like the life that you want. So this could be definitely, it could be a significant other that you're not necessarily in a legal contract with, and you're kind of like, yeah, but I kind of like hanging out with somebody on a Saturday night, or, oh, I'm going to hurt their feelings. It's that kind of energy with this. And you're like, I don't want to make a mistake. Well, you know what? That's what life is all about. We do make mistakes, okay? So that's what I'm picking up. But it does say that you're moving forward, and it does say that whatever the decision is, once you make it, it will be a positive decision, but you do still have to make the decision, okay? Let's see what this next card says for you, Leos. Okay, so reversed, fertility, fertility. So this is, again, it's like once you make the decision, it's going to be a good decision. You're going to actually have growth with this decision. Now, it could also be that maybe you're in a relationship and you want to bring it to that next level of deepness. It could be that. I don't quite think that it is. I think it's something that, well, no, it could be, because I feel like whatever the decision is, you're afraid of what that outcome could be. So the outcome could be that you have a new job. You know, the outcome, it could be that if you don't take the new job, that it's like, did I miss an opportunity? And that makes you feel, ugh. It could be a new, you know, I want to break up with somebody, and then that makes you afraid. See, it's just all of that energy that's just so. Anything that you want to do, if that's where you're at right now, Leo, and you are just worried about making the wrong decision, wait until the 29th if you can, okay? Because it really feels that when you do make the decision, it will actually be a really good decision for you. Okay? Okay. Let's go now to our Osho Zen Tarot and ask, what advice can we give Leos? Because they just don't like this decision-making stuff. And they know. And that's the thing about Leos, though, that once you commit to a decision, as long as once you actually verbalize your decision, let's put it that way, actually you say, this is what I'm going to do, you pretty much, you don't go backwards with it. You don't go backwards. You just go forward. You know, you're like, no, that's the decision I made. And it's really hard for you to rescind that. Okay? And, I mean, I'm not going to say that you never do that. But it's like, you know, it's like for a Leo, if you do have it in your mind, if you give your 2 weeks notice and they come back and they make you a really good offer back, you've already started detaching yourself from whatever that is. Now, that's just an example of what, just about the Leos themselves, okay? So sometimes it's hard for you to go back to that. Now, let's cut the deck. One card came out, and we're going to now see what this says. Okay, the first card that came out is maturity. So the advice that the cards are giving is, it's kind of like, you know, grow up. Grow up. You need to make a decision. And that's the thing about this. You put yourself in this situation, and it's now time for you to make that decision. It is now time for you to grow up and do what you're supposed to do. And if your decision is, if you've been applying and you are being interviewed and you're being offered and it doesn't feel right, say no. It's okay to say no. If it doesn't feel right in your gut, say no, because that's also a mature thing to do, okay? Now, the next card is, okay, reversed, success. It is saying that once you do make whatever this decision is, and again, I think it's more work related, but I am picking up, you know, and I know that this becomes ambiguous. I don't mean it, but I am picking up that for many Leos out there, this could be, and I'm thinking that this is more for influencing signs, Leos, that this could be relationship, but whatever the decision is, it will actually be successful. It actually is positive. It actually is, you know, growth. So, basically it's telling you, yes, it is okay to make a decision. It's okay, whichever way you go, it's okay to make a decision. I always say, you know, whenever you have something really hard, connect with whoever is outside of you, that will help you with that decision. But this says when you make it, it is going to be a good decision for you. Again, So they want you, it's basically to trust, okay? Your last card now is, oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. This is reversed also. This is the Fool. This is the Fool. This is saying to you, whatever you do, it's like a new beginning for you. It's a new, it's a new pathway for you. It's going to be filled with, trust that it's going to be filled with new adventures. It's, fertility. It's growth. It is something that is going to be really good for you. So the problem is, again, it's this, whatever this decision is in your life, it's hard to make. You do have to weigh your options, but when you do weigh them and you commit to a decision, it's going to be something of real value to you. It will really work well for you, okay? It's either, so I guess the thing is, don't second guess yourself, but again, it's hard. Leos can be very, very decisive, and it can be, but again, there is some vulnerability. There is a lot of vulnerabilities in Leos that people don't really see, and you don't want to appear foolish, and that might keep you from making whatever that leap is. But with the cards, we had fertility, we have success, we have maturity, but this is the card that this all comes down to, is the Fool with the new beginning, okay? And yes, with Uranus, it's going to be new beginnings a lot for you in your career. I do feel this could be, though, also about relationships. It could also be that you want to, like I said, take your relationship to another stand, another level, and that in itself can be very scary too. But whatever it is, once you make the decision, it's going to be good. Okay? So, the green border, this is green top. Happy St. Patrick's Day to anyone who celebrates. I'm Irish, so happy St. Patty's Day. But my Leos, as always, please, please know that you are loved, and be blessed. Bye-bye.